Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this new plant. I've just got back from Australia, so I'm filming this on Saturday the 18th of May. Just got back from holiday, been away for nearly 3 weeks. Probably won't post this video until after all my Australian videos. So I'll probably get this planted and then we'll do an update at the end before I release this, so it'll probably be a more up-to-date snapshot of it. But yeah, I'll add that to the end of this video. But this is supposed to be a persimmon tree. Brett posted a video just as I was going on holiday of a new persimmon tree that he got for a really good price. And I couldn't resist. It was a bare root plant, and I decided I didn't want to miss out on it. So my brother was kind enough to take delivery of it, and it's been at his house in his shed for the last few weeks. So I've no idea if this is still alive. Well, I did have a quick look yesterday. I did a scratch test on it and it was still green, so that's a good sign. It is a bare root plant, so it will need potting immediately, so I'm going to get it potted today. As I mentioned, I have had a quick look at it already. Just get the box rested on the floor there. You can see inside we have the root ball, which is covered in this plastic. Okay, so just pull it out and see what condition it's in. Get it stood up against the house here so we can have a good look at it. So yeah, it's a single stem, and you can see there I did scratch it yesterday just to make sure that it was still alive. You can see there's green in there. The buds seem to be starting to swell, so it's probably a good job I got this now. Hopefully the roots are still okay. And you can see here it has a graft union here. Looks like possibly a bud graft, and then they've cut it and allowed it to grow up there. But yes, it's definitely got a clear graft union on it, which is a good sign, because my other persimmon, which I paid nearly double the price, or about double the price, I can't actually see a clear graft union on it. So yeah, don't know what variety it is, but not really bothered, to be honest, because I don't have any grafted persimmons. Of course I would like to know the variety, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. And I do have some scions that I'll be grafting in the coming days onto some rootstocks anyway. But I did want a more mature plant. So yeah, I'll get this plastic off and we'll have a look at the roots. So I can feel this cling film here is really damp, so it hasn't dried out inside, thankfully. Hopefully we still have some healthy roots. Okay, so yeah, roots are not in a good condition, but there is one or two young healthy roots here. So yeah, not ideal, but a few tiny roots developing there. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I'm not going to mess about with this too much because I don't want to damage them. I'm just going to soak this in a bucket of water and yeah, try and loosen all this, whatever it is, not quite sure. It looks like kind of sand, something else mixed in there. Yeah, we'll see if I can salvage this. I'll get a bit of potting mix made up and I'll plant this in a pot. But yeah, I'll give it a good soak for a couple of hours in a bucket of water first. So it's actually been a few days. I've had this in this bucket of water outside here. It's Tuesday the 21st really meant to soak this for a few hours or maybe an overnight. But yeah, I had a few other things I needed to sort out, so didn't get round to it. But I've since learnt, Brett was telling me that the roots on persimmons are actually supposed to look black. So I thought they were all rotten, but apparently that is normal, which was kind of surprising to me. But there are some other smaller roots at the side which don't look very healthy, like that one. But yeah, I'm going to plant it anyway and we'll see what happens. Now I've got a pot for it. Just drilled some holes in it. This is a 38cm pot. I'm not quite sure what the volume is. It looks like that should be about right. Probably something like 20 to 25 litres of volume, I'm guessing. I need to make some more potting mix because there's not enough in there to use. Okay, so I've got it all potted up now, and I'm going to give it a water in. I've tried to plant it as straight as possible, or at least so that the stem is straight. It's a little bit more at an angle underground or under the soil, but that should be fine. Now interestingly, there was no plant passport that I could find anyway with this plant, so I've no idea where it originated from. Of course, we don't know the variety either. But yeah, hopefully it turns out to be a decent variety of persimmon. One that may eventually produce fruit here, but I guess I'll have to wait a couple of years probably. But yeah, it's definitely grafted, which is good to see. Thought I'd also briefly show you my other persimmon, which I've only just recently noticed. This what looks like the graft union here actually seems to have very bad damage on it. Didn't notice that before. So it looks like it's been either eaten by something, and then they've put some sealant or something over the top of it, or maybe it's a messy graft, but it does look like some rot or something has set in there. And did not notice that before. I don't know if it's only just happened, the rot, or if it's perhaps it was covered up more and the soil's compacted a bit, so now I can see it more. But yeah, I'm not really sure what's happened with that one. I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. And if that is the graft union there, which I think it is, I thought that might have been the graft union at first, but it's not. It's definitely not a bud graft. You can't see the bud, the flap or anything around here, so I think that's just a side shoot. I'm pretty sure the graft union is actually here. But yeah, it needs to be planted lower down. You never want to bury a graft union, it always needs to be above the soil. So they've done a poor job here, planting that up underneath the soil. And so I'm going to get that repotted soon, and have it a much lower down, above the soil level. But yeah, this is really slow to start waking up, this persimmon. And I think it's struggling. See some, looks like stem dieback here, probably because of that damage lower down. So I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on that, and probably treat it with some wound sealant as well. Yeah, just give it a quick soak. I do usually use a watering can, but it's much quicker and easier just to use the hose pipe here. So yeah, I'll stop the video here and we'll come back probably in a few weeks and see if it started to show any signs of growth. I'm going to put this in a slightly more shady area of the garden. It's not going to get sun all day. It'll definitely get sun most of the day though, because there's not really anywhere in my garden where it doesn't get much sun. It's quite a sunny position in my garden. Um, Although I could put it behind the shed, it doesn't get much sun down there. But for now I'm just going to put it over here near these bananas, and yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. So yeah, we'll come back in part 2 and we'll see if it starts to grow or not. Okay, so welcome back to part 2 of the video. I'm filming this on the 18th of July, so it's been more than just a few weeks. It's actually been about 2 months since I repotted this bare root persimmon. And as you can see, it has started to grow now. Definitely took quite a while to get going. The top bud here hasn't pushed out much yet. There's another bud around there as well, just starting to grow. But lower down it has pushed out a little bit, which is quite promising. As you can see, I've still got it in this corner here against the fence. It only gets, at this time of day, it's about 1:30. It's still shaded out a bit from this fence, but it is getting it a little bit at the top. But by the afternoon it will be in full sun. But I'll probably move this pot into a sunnier part of the garden now, because I don't think it needs too much protection or anything. I also want to encourage it to grow a little bit faster as well. But yeah, it does seem to be doing pretty well. I'll do a quick update on the other persimmon, which has also been putting on some growth. Okay, so this is the other persimmon. This is the one with the damage, or the messy graft, which I thought was affecting the growth on it. It possibly was, but it has bushed out quite nicely now. See here at the top, it's got quite a lot of new growth as well. Just really took its time to get going. I guess it needs that extra warmth. We've just not had this year until really the last week or so, but it has been growing over June just incredibly slowly. But yeah, the new growth is looking very promising, at least. Don't know how easy it is to see here because of all the other plants in the background. But yeah, there's lots of healthy growth on it. Hopefully it might flower next year. We might be able to see what variety it is, if it actually sets some fruit. I'll probably get that repotted though. I know I mentioned that in the earlier part of the video. Definitely needs repotting. But yeah, so far so good with both of the persimmons. Don't know what either of these varieties are. They're both a mystery. Although I have ordered 2 named varieties of persimmon. They're coming from a nursery in the UK that's importing them from Italy. So we'll see what those are like when they come, probably in a few weeks' time. I'll do a separate video on them. So yeah, overall, both of the persimmons are doing quite well, and this one, which was a bare root plant, is starting to put on some growth now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Definitely excited to now have a couple of persimmon trees, and also a couple more on the way. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you'll be notified when I release future updates on my plants, including these persimmon trees. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.